气真的好不好？
Alright, good evening everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Chin for passing the floor to me, as well as Mr. Brian at the back there for giving me the chance to share, and thanks to Lin Ming San who helped me out on this journey. Alright, now first of all, let me introduce all of you. I do know that most of you here are very good in Mandarin. I'm not good in Mandarin, so I'll be using English. So I hope all of you do understand my English, as well as Brian had mentioned earlier that my English is actually it's a really tough one if you can't understand. So try to understand. Alright? Yeah. Okay. Now, first of all, my name is Melvin. I'm age 36 this year. Okay. So my background history is that I'm a hyperthyroid patient. Alright? Now, hyperthyroid is something that which is not to be looked down on, it's something not to be taken on lightly, because it is something that which it actually grows in everyone's body silently. There are three types of thyroidism. One is hyperthyroid, thyroidism, and hypothyroid. So, what's the difference? Okay, I'm going to explain to you a little bit what are the difference. Hyperthyroidism is a case that whereby the body contains too much iodine, as well as she have just displayed just now. She made a demo about it. Alright, and thyroidism is where you have a certain growth under your neck, and hypo basically means that you have lack of antibody or lack of iodine. Am I correct, Dr. Chin? Alright. Okay, now, so technically with hyperthyroidism, I was diagnosed with that back in year 2014 thereabout. At first, I thought that, because I used to work in a bookshop, so I carry heavy lots of books, have to carry up down the school stairs, everything like that. So I thought that it was very normal for my leg to be very tired, Not until one day when I was traveling from Kuching to Lundu, that is where it struck me. What happened was I was driving my father's four-wheel drive Pajero car, manual. So that was the time that whereby my legs started to become very numb, not just only one, both legs. So technically what I did was that I had to struggle all the way. Lundu to Kuching, the drive was supposed to take about 1 hour or maybe 1 hour 15 minutes if there's no heavy vehicle, but it turned out to be a daunting 2 hours drive, because I have to make pit stop from one point to another point, because I know that I couldn't drive that long. So what happened was that I had to force myself. I used my back, push the clutch. Eventually the clutch tended to kick my back, my leg back, so that was where I would say that I could not actually really feel my leg. So went back to Kuching the next day, went to see the doctor. So the doctor took did a blood test on me. T4 result came out, and my T4 result was actually very high. And according to the doctor, if I do not look after myself, I will end up on a wheelchair for within a duration of average of 5 years. But now I am not on a wheelchair. Many people ask me, what's my secret to battling against this sickness? It's not just only about the medication. I was under medication known as Camazole. During the first period of the year, I am to take 9 tablets in a day with a very restrictive time. Meaning to say that the first 3 tablets, once the patient is diagnosed with hyperthyroidism, the first 3 tablets must take at 8 a.m. in the morning. Throughout the entire whole process duration of that year, they must take at 8 a.m. in the morning. Then I follow up by afternoon. If it's 2 p.m., it will be 2 p.m. During the night, if it's 7 p.m., it will be 7 p.m. Anything later than that, then that's it. The patient will have to reset back taking the medication once more. I do believe Dr. Chin also knows the...
Okay.
Yeah, right? So, after that, as time goes by, the doctor always asked me to go back to the clinic to do my T4 test result. Slowly, from 6 tablets, cut down to, from 9 to 6, from 6 to 3, from 3 to 1, then slowly it was over. I stopped for a year, according to the doctor, tried to stop for a year. But what happened, it came back after that. So after that, I have to take Camazole once more, whereby it was 3 tablets in a day. So, the purpose of Camazole is that it only helps to control hyperthyroidism from coming back. It's actually a genetic error because someone in my family is a carrier, but I'm the one who's been affected. So hyperthyroidism, basically it has this certain gap of generation that whereby, let's say, for example, it's not you, it will be somewhere in your next generation, or maybe the next generation will end up getting a hyperthyroidism or thyroidism or hypothyroidism, any one of these three. Another one of the crazy signs of hyperthyroidism was this. I ate a lot. Imagine this. I ate a lot, but within 1 month time, my body, whereby it was weight at 65 kg, I lose 5 kg in a month without doing anything. No exercise, no jogging, no nothing. All what I did was just sitting down there, watching TV, watching movies, do my daily chores, you know. Who doesn't want that, right? You don't have to exercise, you eat a lot, you still enjoy all the food outside there, everything like that, but then you're losing weight automatically. Alright, I thought it was normal. Eventually my grandmother said, how come you eat so much but then you're losing weight? I did not notice it. Even my mom noticed it. So once more I took it lightly. Along the way, when I realized that it was hyperthyroidism, here's the major part, as I mentioned earlier on. What made me survive this ordeal? Many people will actually do something. They will read books, emotional books or whatsoever it is, but I don't read emotional books. I don't read emotional IQ books. I read World War II books which was written by a soldier. I forgot what was the name of the commander. He ever did mention this. As long as I still have my limbs, my legs, my arms, and my heart still beat and I still breathe on this land, I'll continue on to fight against the Nazi. That was his word. So until today I kept that word. And that is what made me stronger against hyperthyroidism, because I do not allow a single inch or a single room of this hyperthyroidism to get over me. If I did, I might not end up here. I might end up having maybe partial stroke on my body at home, sitting on a wheelchair every day. So that's the effect of hyperthyroidism. So to cut it short, hyperthyroidism is not something for all of you to actually take on lightly. Always be sure to double check. If you suddenly have some weird symptoms like heaty body, loss of appetite but big appetite, a sudden muscle cramp or a sudden muscle spasm, involuntary spasm, things like that, then it is advisable for each and every one of you. You have the rights to know. Go for body check. Do not wait, because if you wait, the other negative things will come in. I have a friend of mine who once had hyperthyroidism, but he passed away. Because why? His parents neglected the sickness. It was a very sad case. I told the parents, please bring your son to see the doctor. I even recommended the doctor, but what did she say? She said, oh, not to worry. My son only needs to go to the witch doctor, because why? He was being cursed by someone don't like him, someone don't like the family. All what I could do is that, oh my gosh, this is actually a serious case. Until the day when the mom lost the son, who is actually my best friend, only then she realized that it was due to her negligence on hyperthyroidism. So never ever take on lightly on hyperthyroidism, because it's a silent killer. It will have effects such as a sudden heart attack, minor paralyzation. You can end up having diabetes, high blood, low blood pressure, everything. And also once you have hyperthyroidism, you cannot eat outside food. I'm not a picky eater, but I have to become a picky eater during those duration of my medication and Canazole. Imagine this, Raya, Gawai, Chinese New Year, I cannot eat a lot of things. I can only take what is home cooked. Okay? Alright. Now, as I promised earlier on with to the rest of you all, I'm going to share a little bit about what this Pharmanex LifePak This Beauty can actually really do. Right now, first of all, as you can see, this was me a few months back, and this is me right now. So before this, I'm a Grab driver part-time, and currently I'm also doing Maxim driver. I'm doing 2 part-time as well. Before this, whenever I drive, I tend to feel very sleepy in between 11 AM to 3 PM. That was the worst ordeal, the worst time at which I really have to fight against is microsleep, and microsleep is very dangerous because you can actually end up in a car accident anytime. Alright, so I normally always have to stop at the roadside, take a quick nap in between 15 to 30 minutes and continue my drive, but sometimes it doesn't work. Secondly, I can stay energetic throughout the entire whole morning and to night. As I mentioned earlier, I was a Grab driver. Normally sometimes after 3:30 I'll just go back home and sleep. But these days no, I can still do up to 7 p.m. from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sometimes I'll increase it to 8 p.m. if I feel very, if I don't have anything to do at home, right? Okay, thirdly, favorite pant size is between 30 to 31 inches. Before this, I cannot even wear in between this size. Why? My waistline was quite huge, but after taking this, it became reality. What happened was that a few weeks ago, as I was about to go to work, I thought I was wearing the wrong pants. You know, I was like putting on, I was like, is this my father's pants? You know, because my father's pants, his waistline is between 33 to 35 inch. So I was like, that's kind of weird, you know. So then after that, I tried to tighten my belt. It's still quite loose, and then after that, there's a little gap over there. And after taking this for a 1 month duration, I lost an average of 2 inches, because before this it was 33 inch. So now I can wear between 30 to 31 inch, and this is one of the pants that I love to wear before this, as you can see. See, there's still some more gap. Alright? Okay. Talk about my eyes. Before this, my eyes, I tend to have these black bags down here that whereby it looks like as if I don't have enough sleep, because technically I tend to sleep around 3 to 4 in the morning, very late at night. And I usually always, what do I normally do? I always do light reading, I always read articles and things like that. And then as I took this LifePak, I have less baggy eyes, normal panda eyes and things like that, and my OSCs improved a lot. And overall, my face has been lifted up. Before this, when Ming San showed me the previous picture, my entire whole face was actually yellow. It's not photo edited also, this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I look like I see someone who has some kind of yellow disease, not enough blood flow, things like that. Yeah. And before this, my antioxidant, my score before this, it was very low. My score was in between 40 to 39,000. But after that, my antioxidant scores, it suddenly drastically improved from the yellow, slightly yellow-orange zone to the green zone. So I'm currently on green zone in 1 month time. 1 month time, alright? So that is the beauty of this LifePak, because honestly speaking, I tell you this, before this, I never buy any supplement from outside. Not only that they're expensive, I do not know how good are they. That's another thing. So I've always been looking at supplements, I was like, antioxidant here and there, but how good are these things?